ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla anyị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla anyị ya bụ ọkaka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọbịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu agba egbeziga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbodo ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ karị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtọ na eji ama mgbe niile, n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ebezuga gị. Anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwanya bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ Naija, ma na-asị, lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụ ịkụnye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala ọkwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke, mana onwe onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi, mara onye bụ ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise
ise ise. Good evening, Umu Chineke. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. In this prayer, Nnamdi Kanu said that obodo ekwensu buzu alago n'iyi na ha dago wee rapụ ikuni ọzọ, agaghị ikunizi ọzọ. When he said obodo ekwensu buzu, it means the demonic evil country called Zoo. Because the understanding of ekwensu that we had and he have in making this prayer is the bad guy, ekwensu. Ekwensu is, of course, we know is the bad guy. But we that are standing with the good guy, consistent, we have our reward. Please share this program, share. There's something I want us to talk about, but before then, I'll just let me make some ranting. Let me rant a little bit. Very positive ranting. There are so many individuals we have come across in this movement that have never meant well. They have never meant well. Some of them know how to heap praises upon themselves, but they have never meant well. When you hear someone saying that, among all those that are in this movement, I count myself to be among the best. But the record shows otherwise. The record shows otherwise. All the records we have is that you are a divisive figure, you are a very evil personality, you are neither here nor there. When things are about to go well, you go in to destroy. And then you are heaping praises upon yourself. There are rewards, and the rewards are coming. When people make statements that are truth, when people say things that are truth, you fight it, you destroy it, because it is not coming from you. And you think you will go free? If you go free, then I'm not serving the living God. I'm not serving the living God. If you go scot-free, no amount of repair you want to repair your name will succeed. The fact that you are an evil person, and you will pay for your evil. Any Biafran who is sincere, that was discouraged by any one of you, you ungodly independent demons, any Biafran that was discouraged because of you, and they lost their way out of Biafra, and you are still there gallivanting, God will punish you. God, except it's not Chukwu Okike Abiama that I know, is a God of consistency, God of truth, will punish you. You will suffer. You will suffer. You will suffer. I'm telling you, you will suffer. Because the only thing I've ever tried to do is to make sure that people come together, people, are united. Any message that comes from our prime minister, I've always taken it very seriously and personal. The issue about our prime minister and the case going on, which happened to be a Biafran case, you know what you have done to destroy it. And yet, upon that, you are just gallivanting. All these things you are doing is just a show. God will definitely punish you. You will never go scot-free. You will suffer. If you don't suffer it now, you'll suffer it later. But you will suffer. Did I not tell Biafrans that our Prime Minister's case is on the 5th of August? Did I not announce it? Of course I did. Were there people that tried to debunk it? Of course. Of course. Every one of you that have worked against every instruction that is meant to keep Biafrans together, if you do not suffer, then the God of Biafra is not the true God. If your life does not bend, and bend though for real, so that it will be a punishment for your sin, then the God we are serving is not a just God. Or is it some of the idiots that are calling themselves DPM and APM? You know you are obviously against the Prime Minister. You're obviously working against the Biafran people. And you keep gallivanting, distracting people. I have never risen up against anybody and spoken against anybody if it is not justifiable. Go and check my records. Check my records. Never. The only time I had issue and had to speak up towards our Prime Minister, everyone knows what happened then. It was Nelly Ofebu. And that's why till tomorrow, that trust is there. That particular, acceptance is still there between me and the office of the Prime Minister. This issue about Prime Minister, the appeal, there's nothing I've ever said I have never been correct. But some individuals have done everything to counter everything I've ever said from my office. But the next time they will come back, they will affirm what I'm saying. And they will tell you. But when they are affirming it, they will not apologize for destroying Biafrans and their belief. That they tarnish the image of somebody who was speaking the truth. And you think you go free. And you still open your gutter, your God-forsaken mouth. They'll say, you have been speaking the truth, you are saying the truth. God will punish you. God will punish you. I swear with my life that God will surely punish you. God will punish you. Believe me. Mazi Mamadabo, our CRC chairman, the faceless, shameless guy that was going to sell his platform. There was the time he acknowledged that yes, PM speaks through this man. Even at that, all the bingo that were following him, none of them came out to admit. I'm seeing some of the things going on. They come out and say, PM is speaking to him. He's the only one that PM is speaking to. The only one. He is the only one through whom PM have been reaching out to Biafrans. You understand? You have done everything to destroy the image, character, assassinate him. You know why the character assassinates the CRC chairman? Because they know that if he gives up, then PM case will die. What he's doing, none of them can do it. What Mazima Madabu is doing, Ogenkere cannot do it. Rabu Fulani is not ready to do it. The independent demons, none of them are ready to do it. None of them, they can't even do it. But they have tarnished his image from every platform. They have called him all manner of names. Thank God that man is a man that have resolved his mind to fight for Biafra and to defend our Prime Minister and to start, even when they insult him, he will still keep quiet. Doesn't want anybody to go and debunk it. Just leave them. They don't know what they are doing. I have never seen a man like that. I never see. Honestly. God have a way of putting us in the places where we are very effective so that when that pressure comes, no wind will be strong enough to pull us down. But you see the individuals that are trying to destroy this movement, and some of you gullible Biafrans, you are listening to them. They will talk one yesterday to destroy. The next day they'll come and reaffirm what we are saying to be true, but they will not apologize though, because of the demon in them. You know why they don't apologize? All those independent demons, you know why they don't apologize? Because they are working against this movement. Some of them are the ultimate plan of the enemy, because the enemy feel that if they have succeeded, they did not succeed in using Ngozi Orabueze. They did not succeed in using Ogenkere. They did not succeed in using the other people they have used. This one who have been presenting them on God-forsaken mouth and voice, and you think that they are holy and they mean it. At the end of the day, the enemy wants to use them to destroy. Because tell me, how will you discourage Biafrans that are supposed to support the prime minister? You know all what we need to make these things happen. You discourage them. You tell them that Van 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 is a criminal. Imam Madabu is a criminal. And then the PM is still there where he is. All the things that we are talking about, the PM needs those things to be done. And then you have not done anything about it. You can't even do anything about it. But you are discouraging people. You are lying to people. You know how many times that lies have been put on me? I carry gun and give to Biafra. There's one they call Ebe Kwodike. I don't even know him from Adam. They were expecting me to be doing social media saga with them. And leave what I'm supposed to be doing as a Biafran to talk about Biafra and talk about the freedom. I will go and be talking about somebody that I don't even know whether the person is white or black, or whether his voice is Otto or Bazo. I don't know his voice. I don't know him. They cooked up a story and they went and said, Vam, 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 and Ebe Kodike. Some of you bought that nonsense. Until tomorrow, no apologies, no repentance, and you people are still listening to demons. Demons, very demonic people that are doing, they claim they are doing Biafra. You know why I'm happy? You know why I'm happy? God allowed me to use the extra limits that I have to make peace with all men, to walk with them, thinking that they are actually interested in Biafra. That's why eventually they ended up as independent demons, because they do not represent Biafra and they can never represent Biafra. The only thing they are is evil, destroyers. That's what they are. Now that they did not succeed to destroy, they are trying to align. They would want to align. I am Vam Vam Vam. I am watching. I am watching, and I am standing firm in my office as the Minister of Information. I did not ask for it. It is by destiny that I found myself here. And I am not going to be the Minister of Information in Biafra land. Immediately our Prime Minister comes out, Onyendu come out, anybody will like him. You want information minister. You want to be the real one in Biafra land. Already just volunteer now, because as these two people are coming out, you see me, I will hand over to you immediately. I don't need it. I don't need it. All I need is our Prime Minister. I will make sure I will fight anybody that opposes freedom, his release, the winning of that appeal. I will fight it to the last. He will win that appeal. They told you, hey, August, hey, Vam. God will punish many people, oh. God will punish people. I'm telling you. Me, I have done everything I can do with such God-forsaken people. Not in this life anymore. Will I, me? God forbid. Those that were advising me before, no, be careful. I didn't listen to you because I am a man. I have to exhaust every effort I can exhaust, everything I can to make sure, because that's what the Bible says. It says, as much as lieth in you, try and live at peace with all men. So when you have exhausted it all, and then you find out that there's no way you can live with them because they are evil, you just treat them like the devil that they are. Treat them like the devil that they are. Let them paint themselves with white paint, go up and down. You see that evil in them? They can't cover it. They can't cover it. They will still be evil. I told you guys, Prepare will be in Finland on the 5th of August. Did I not tell you guys? Did I not tell you guys that I don't know, we don't know how many days, but the people that fought me, that insulted me. Hey, oh my God. The people that fought Mama Dabum insulted him, called him names. Because they cannot stop him. Because they want to provoke that man. When they provoke him, he will just say, I'm not doing again. And then they will be happy. They will celebrate a very long absence of our prime minister. Because they don't want him around. And when they are talking, you think that they are interested in prime minister. It's a lie. It's a big lie. I hear some saying, PM is talking to them. PM is talking to them. But PM doesn't have this. I don't want to go there, but I just want you people to know that God will punish some people. And when I see them, I'm just imagining the way the punishment of God will be. How God will decide to deal with them. Because the only thing I see around them is evil. But I want to tell you, our able and honorable CRC chairman, the grace of God upon you will sustain you. You will be a blessing forever. And all my honorable members of the cabinet, the BGC members, and the CRC members, God will bless you. As long as you continue to stand firm. Because without you, we won't even be where we are today. We won't be where we are today. God will keep you all. You see all these people that are trying to show themselves relevant again, just again. And they look them and they laugh. Let's leave that for another day. Because the important thing is for us to unite. But there are some demons we cannot unite with. Yeah, there are some demons we cannot unite with. Yeah, but the only thing, when you know you cannot unite with them, don't just talk about them. Just ignore them. Ignore them and then continue to preach the gospel. That's what I've resolved to do. That's what I've resolved to do. Ignore them and continue to preach the gospel. At the end of the day, I got mbenabo nkebo okay. But you look at me, judge my antecedents. You see, I have ever been correct. Ever. I've ever been correct. I have not gone back and forth, you know. But no. I've not done it because of that. No. I am not like the popular or the normal Igbo people, Igbo man, like Nnamdi Kanu described in this video.
As one brother wrote very eloquently, he said there are saboteurs everywhere, that every ethnic group have their own saboteurs, but there is something special about an Igbo sabo. that an Igbo saboteur is the special breed altogether. That his own sabo is spiritual saboteur. What drives him or her, he or she wouldn't know. If they try to be like you and they cannot be like you, the next thing is envy. And another thing is, what do I do to bring him down to my level? They're going to sabotage. That's the way they are. It's in their nature. Nobody can take that away from an Igbo man. It's how they are. That's how they are wired.
Okay, hold on, Omazi. All right. So I have a caller on the line. Hold on, Mazi. Just hold on. Let me say one or two things. You see that? That's what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said about Igbo Sabo. That's what they are. That's how they are wired. You know, that's how they are wired. Now, somebody, do you know that there's somebody that whenever I finish doing my program like this, the person will go and let me see how many people watch his program today. Look at him. Only 100 people watch it. Only 100 people. Hey. The person will be happy. Say people were not watching my program. And the person know that what I'm doing is the right, I'm doing the truth. Just because the idiot, the God-forsaken demon, think that they can bring me down and they can silence me and they can make Biafrans not to listen to me. They can paint me all manner of bad color. He's bringing gun and giving to people. He's working with Ebe Kodike. Who is Ebe Kodike? I don't know who that person is. All of them. Anything God does to destroy that Ebe Kodike, the same thing God will do to destroy you. You that brought the news about Ebe Kodike, because I don't know who Ebe Kodike is. Maz, go ahead and take the microphone. Okay, German can pause because this speaker not direct already. So I'm going to back.
Okay, Nanya, this thing. Check this year.
Okay. Now this is my WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah, because we are Soludo to him the buy now. Because on keep like quick and the buy here.
Okay, in case Soludo, okay, we'll treat it. We'll treat Soludo on. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to treat Soludo's own. You understand what I mean? What I was saying? How can you every minute and do such a thing? Every minute when I finish program, they'll go and look. Hey, look at him. Only 20 people watch him. Only 100 people watch him. Look at him. He has fallen. He is falling. He is falling. You think I can fall? No. It's not possible. Even if it's only 5 people that watch me, those 5 people, they are very fantastic 5 Biafrans or 5 lovers of freedom or 5 people that will eventually become lovers of freedom because they listen to me. Because the only thing I preach is the truth and nothing but the truth. I don't preach lies. I don't do propaganda. I do not manipulate people. I don't manipulate people. And I don't want to control anybody. No, I don't want to control anybody. I speak the truth in my mouth the way it is. It's either you believe it or you don't. If you fight me, you are fighting God. If you are fighting Imam Madabum, and you claim that you love Simon Ekpa, you are a devil. Because Imam Madabum and CROC, these are the only people that have been working for the freedom of Master Simon Ekpa. Because had it been that all of them gave up, or all of them decided to abandon because of the saga you did on them, by now you won't even have anywhere to go to. Yes. I don't even know how long you will start to apologize by the time everything, because I'll see here and say, and you are living a lie. You are living a life of lie, a life of deceive, a life of demonic. Akwamgbe ihe kweta na nke eziokwu ya pụta akwamgbe Chukwu Okabịama ga-eme gị ihe ọ ga-eme gị ikwetazie that na eziokwu ahụ na-agba mgba n'oge ememina gị. Most of our people are wicked. In the Bible, the very evil. You know, somebody is talking and I'm looking at the person and I know that what this person is saying is evil. The person knows that what they are saying is evil. Yet they continue. Neme, okay, I'm seeing you. Your time is coming. There is something I saw while I titled this program. One more person is tired. One more person is tired of Naija. One more person is tired of Naija. Nnamdi Kanu and ESN, Ekpa, Simon, and Njoku, they have always been right. They have always been right. Now I'm going to prove it to you. Yeah, my brother Accord, we're going to look into that video you sent. And then, but before then, there's this brother, that's this Biafran guy. Is a typical one Nigerian person, but a Biafran. When I watch this video, people will not understand why I take it personal. I take this video very personal because I know this guy very, very well. This guy is a very popular comedian. He lives in the UK. He lives in the UK, but he's frequent in Nigeria. Some of you that know all these comedians very well, you might know him. His name is Clinton Cord. That's his name, Clinton Cord. I want you guys to listen to what he said here. Very, very important. Because for him to come to this conclusion to say, I am tired, man. He said he's tired. He had never talked about Biafra before. He has never supported Nnamdi Kanu before. He has never supported Simon Ekpa before. But today, he is tired of Nigeria. He's tired. And I'm telling you, everybody that is supporting Nigeria, all of them will get to this point. His own, it happened very early for him. And I have to tell him congratulations. But I don't know how he's going to make use of this tiredness. Because if you are tired of Nigeria, you need to fix yourself into Biafra. But the funny thing is that there are so many distractions in Biafra today that now makes people confusing people to know what to do and where to belong. But I will advise you, just make up that your mind and say, I am tired of Nigeria. I need Biafra. And there's somebody I love so much that does that very, very well. And whenever he wants to talk about Biafra, he's not talking about it based on knowing that there is one GOS people there is one Simon Ekpa there. No, he's not saying it based on what he knows about Nnamdi Kanu and what Simon Ekpa have been doing for Biafra. He will just be speaking for Biafra. His name is Speed Darlington. You know Speed Darlington. The guy have lived in America for a very long time. He got so tired of America because the system there can't tire him. And he decided to come back and he's looking for Biafra. But there's one thing I must tell Speed Darlington. Look, Biafra is not going to be a lawless land, though. If you are running away from America because of too much law that is stopping you from being too stubborn, we're going to have a stricter law in Biafra because we're not going to have nuisance in Biafra. So we're going to have law and order in Biafra land. So let's listen to Clinton God as he's tired. And I want to believe that this tiredness is going to go viral. So many people will be tired. Write it down. Before the end of this year, 2026, more than half of Nigerians that still believed in Nigeria, they will be tired. Like they will be completely tired. That's when Nnamdi Kanu will be very important. And Simon Ekpa will be very important. Okay? So let's listen to Clinton Code.
I think I've now come to terms with the fact that for us to have proper rapid development in Nigeria, we need to separate, we need to divide. Let the Yoruba man go their way, let the Northerners go their way, let the Easterners go their way. This thing about one Nigeria is definitely not going to work, Chacha. Wallahi. You cannot have South Africans clowning us. You cannot have Ghanaians clowning us. And now you now have Namibians clowning us. One Nigeria is definitely not going to work. You cannot have a simple argument or a debate with anybody from Africa right now and you are able to win. You speak one, they tell you electricity. You speak two, they tell you security. You cannot travel 10 kilometers without writing your will. They speak about bad road. They've gone as low as internet. We need to divide. This thing about one Nigeria is not going to work. Having one person as a president sitting in one place called Aso Rock, deciding the fate of 300 million people, especially when you know these are the least smartest people in the country, it's not going to work. Let us bring some kind of competition within these different regions, instead of having to depend and say everything has to do with the federal government. Ordinary electricity. I was thinking this thing about electricity in Ghana was a joke, but apparently these guys are having the best type of electricity like they were in Europe. In Nigeria, you can't even boast of 24 hours of electricity. In year 2026, we need to divide, man. The only war we are winning right now in Nigeria is just jollof rice, and then maybe dirty December, clubbing alcohol. No, we can do better. This thing about what Nigeria is 300 million people. When you look at these other countries I'm speaking about, you look at Ghana, they are not even up to 40 million. Namibia, 3 million on a good day. RCCG is bigger than Namibia. The Youth Ministry of Christ Embassy, they are bigger than Namibia. Yeah, these people, they are clowning us every single day. Nigerians cannot win one war. You cannot have a normal debate and say you are going to win. Everybody, they are clowning us. Giant of Africa, my foot. Let everybody go develop their region. Chase the Igbo man from the West. Go chase the Yoruba man from the East, let them go back. Everybody go make your region better. Go find the Igbo man in the North. Let everybody, but depending on one president to make these things happen is definitely not going to work. We are too many, we are too populated for this whole one Nigeria affair. It's not going to work. Let us divide. I am tired. I am tired. The bare minimum. We are not even speaking about healthcare. We are not even speaking about child mortality, education. Just the basics we cannot even be proud of. Not one Nigeria, my foot. Everybody go your way. Let's do a referendum. Let the people decide. Nonsense, man. I'm tired.
He can't go. I'm going to save this video and I'll be using it as a jingle. I will save it and I'll be using it as a jingle because it's going to get to this point where every one of us, every one of you must be tired. And once you are tired, you will not wait for, because if you are tired and you fold your hands, Nigeria will happen to you and you will just buy. You will buy now. So if you are tired, you're going to fight that thing that made you tired. Fight it with every battalion in you. I'm telling you. As this one is tired, Bianco no is busy looking for another boyfriend to give phone number. They are dragging her in Asoro. Bianco no. Hey! Arrow. Chineke Namle. Oh my God. I saw a video. I will play this video again, this one again before we go. But I'll try and download it so that we'll be using it as our jingle. I love that. Thank you, Clinton Cod. And you need to know that you are one Igbo. You are Biafran. So you need to go and come and join us. Come and join us. You need to come and join us. Now, there's this one here. They are Su Soludo. They are Su Soludo for 2 billion. Somebody Su Soludo for 2 billion. Let me just share this. Maybe later I'll talk about it. In a minute, let me remove this thing from my screen before they will come and show porn on my live feed, because this internet. Wait 1 minute. Okay, let me bring you that Bianco no, the one I saw of Bianco no. Okay. Oh, if me. Okay. People come and see. Oh God. Dimodbo Njoku will be rolling. Will be rolling in his grave right now, honestly speaking. This is Bianca no. Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu in Turkey. Do you know that this woman followed them to Turkey? Do you know that now Tinubu and his gang have prepared mercenaries? I saw a video by Okocha. I have not listened to it. Maybe I will try and play it here so that we'll listen to it together. They are sending mercenaries from Turkey. They said they have already arrived in Nigeria. And they want to use them to fight against our boys, our men. Faga na Biafra land. It's not today they started sending mercenaries. Have you forgotten? They've always been sending mercenaries. And we've always been dealing with them. This time around, this one they are sending, they will not be able to carry their corpses out. We will show it to international community. Turkey, send them. You want to send your mercenaries to Biafra land because this shameless woman came and agree with you and say you should send your mercenaries to Biafra? Send them. Come and see what this shameless woman is doing. Watch. See her there? You see her? She is either giving phone number or whatever address to this Aboki here. As she's busy giving address, let me make it move slow. Let me make the playback speed to be slow so that maybe you appreciate it more. You ask yourself, why are they handling this woman as if Nobuze Akwana they were an Aso Rock? Watch. Look at that. See, Onanuga comes there, drag her away. The other one is surprised. I never collect the phone number. This one's the watch. What thing they happen? This one hold the phone for hand. I was still tapping the number. They took her away and put her in the middle here. Watch. They give number. They can't carry her. This was a wonder. What thing they happen? Maybe I'm not gonna know the person when they yan sham for there. You carry on. One keeper for where they no go, she no go fit conclude the mission of transferring the number. See am? They carry on. You see am? Come out for there. Why they give her phone number? This one's they watch. What thing they happen? This one they wonder. I never collect the number. See phone for your hand. This shameless woman, they laugh like idiots. You see what this shameless woman have reduced herself to? Not our people. She reduced herself to an object of mockery and scorn. This is not the first disgrace too. So many disgraces that will happen to her and people like her. Let me play it again, maybe in a slower motion, so that you see that this woman is a shameless woman. Okay, let's do it. Point 2. Watch. What? You see? They give the number. Onanuga, come there. Come here, you this idiot woman. Drag her. There's someone that have no say. You have no say. Took her from there. She's supposed to be a minister, and the person dragging her is a spokesman. So she's supposed to be a more high-ranking officer. But no. Carry her. This one is bamboozle. What's happening? They carry her, put her in another position. She's laughing like a jackass. Look at her. Even the white people are wondering, what are these people doing? Drama between Mrs. Bianca and Bayo Onanuga. This Turkish trip is full of drama. You see them? You see Bianca? No. They have sold Biafra away. Told them that they can come. That she will guarantee them. That Soludo will give them a pathway. That they can come into Biafra land and do whatever they want to do. But I want to assure them that God of Biafra will disgrace them. The God of our fathers will disgrace them. The God of our fathers will disgrace them. I'm telling you, the God of our forefathers, Yankono, and everyone working with them. You see Soludo, they have seen nothing yet. Don't be careful. I'm going to put my link so that if there's anybody that have a better understanding, because I don't understand the meaning of this game this woman is playing with her people. Look at her, laughing like a jackass. Look at her, laughing like a jackass. Jackass. And I love this comedy they made out of them. Yeah, I like this comedy these boys used to mock them, to mock Soludo. Yes, listen to this.
Tinubu Diaso always Soludo Konalo Andakodo.
Tinubu Diaso always ziri Soludo Konalo. All Tinubu ziri Soludo Konalo. You know what I heard today, or when did I hear this? Well, yesterday. I think, okay, it's today. Somebody was telling me where I went to cut my hair, that they are preparing Soludo to become the first Igbo president. The reason why Soludo is doing what he's doing to please Nigeria, and the reason why Soludo, remember, it was only Soludo among all the governors in the Southeast, only Soludo that was encouraging the Southeasterners to join the military. Only Soludo. There's no governor. I have not seen any governor, because the governors, they know what is happening to any military, any of their youths that join military. They know what's happening to them in the northeast or northwest or north south or whatever, north. Everything in the north. They first of all massacre the southern recruits. They massacre them. So there's no governor. Even Lagos, they're not calling for their boys to join the military. Is there no Yoruba governors? Have you seen any Yoruba governor that's encouraging their people to go and join Nigeria military? They're not doing it. Even in the north, they're not encouraging them to join military. But Soludo was telling the youth, Anambra youth, join the military. Come and join the military. Nigeria is our own country. Because they have told Soludo that there's no way Peter Obi can ever be president. Remember, Soludo was insulting Peter Obi and throwing jabs at Peter Obi, caricaturing Peter Obi, because Soludo have been promised by Fulani that forget about Peter Obi. You are the most educated person from that side. You were former CBN. You will be the first governor, the first president. If Igbo man is ever going to be president, Soludo is going to be you. So Soludo is anticipating that one day he will be president of Nigeria. And I'm now asking Soludo, the same Nigeria in who did like this, Nigeria that is looking like this, Nigeria that everybody is running away from, Nigeria that have been rejected by everyone, including Northerners. You are destroying your own people because you want to please the godfathers of Nigeria. Soludo. They have promised him that Peter Obi can never be. You know, when you hear Reno Mokri, the one that is being disgraced now, that is being used now to bring the ridicule to the office of Tinubu, when you hear him saying, Peter Obi can never be president, Peter Obi, because he's privy to some information that Soludo is the man that they will eventually use as the Igbo frontier for presidency. So that's why Soludo is doing everything possible to protect the interest of Nigeria in Biafra land. Soludo, Oberoge, I get baby ba, and I get baby Osiso. Hey, I get baby Osiso. You quit on them, yes, I get baby Osiso. Hear what they made, the joke they made of it.
Tinubu diaso
Olizu Soludo Konalo
Ndakodo
when Anambra Solai
Udogachi
when Anambra Solai
Aguna Chemba
when Anambra Solai
Anambra Feson
then football the cover
Tunde.
As Anambra first song, give me, I already said, I don't know why they're insulting this boy. Because this boy, he did not support his father in this last sit at home that this father is fighting. The boy actually spoke against the father. You understand? He didn't support the father. So I don't know. They should stop criticizing this boy. Leave him. That's the life he chooses to live.
Anambra Feson
then football the cover
Tunde Ednotu
the post will be there.
Bam.
Tinubu diaso
Olizu Soludo Konalo
Ndakodo
when Anambra Solai
Udogachi
when Anambra Solai
Aguna Chemba
when Anambra
Ndani ne ndi Soludo kpọbata ka destroy ya Anambra State. Ndakodo, Aguna Chemba, and Udogachi. Use them to destroy Anambra State. Soludo.
when Anambra Solai
Aguna Chemba
when Anambra Solai
Anambra Feson
then football the cover
Tunde Ednotu
the post will be there.
Bam. 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 Ew, Chineke Nnamdi. Now, there's a young barrister that is suing him for 2 billion in damages. 2 billion of zoo currency in damages. And then the pig in the creek is now crying. The pig is now crying and saying, those people that are murdering people in the north, what are they fighting for? Is it today you know that they don't have what they are fighting for? But you've been helping them to unalive your own people in Biafra land. I can't shigi gabagon.
Now,
Come and listen to the pig in the creek as he's complaining.
now, fast forward to today. Let us do. What are these people fighting for? These people you are comparing to the Tompolos, the Ateketon, the Boilos, the Chutaside, and these people that took amnesty. What were they fighting for? What are they fighting for? These people up north now,
these bandits, these wicked, evil people. If I show you pictures of mass murder they are committing, Muslims. The recent one was a Muslim village that was totally wiped out. All the men, their hands were tied behind their back and they were shot. Why? They said these people are informants to the military. Because it's not you. They go, they kidnap people, they rape people, and you call yourself elders. Shame on that elder. You are coming to defend people. What are they fighting for? Let them tell us what they are fighting for. Let us know.
Yeah, you see, one thing is that when you know that someone have always been right and you fight him, at the end of the day, there's no way you'll be able to defend your lies and your fake. All the things that this man was doing to support Nigeria and to collect money and all those things, at the end of the day, you see him, he will just like Mas Nnamdi Kanu said, I can't share Gabayon, except if Mas Nnamdi Kanu is not a truthful man, except so. So let me play, I think the video that my brother sent to me is the one I talked about. So let me quickly connect it. Let's listen to our brother Okocha. Yeah, let's hear him, what he said about this Turkish connection. Oh my God, what's happening now? Okay, now.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me.
Hold on, sir. Okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. We can hear it like that. Let me leave the image like that. It's okay.
In this video, today is Saturday, January 31st, 2026. I can't just believe that January is ending today. Which day we enter this 2026? Look at how time flies. Anyway, this is a very important news. Should I call it news? Yes, I think I should say it is a news. All right. You see, this is all about insecurity in the Southeast, and I want people to pay attention to this. Anybody that tells you, let us fight, let us do this, back off from the person, because as I speak to you now, the insecurity in the Southeast is 90% sponsored by the state governors in collaboration with people who are sponsoring them. And there is an information I'm working on. And I needed to bring this thing out as early as possible because I believe that many people will be deceived thinking that they are fighting for something. No, there is a clear plan to bring Turkish missionaries to the southeastern part of the country. Don't forget that Asari Dokubo was contracted to work on the southeast. I don't know what they said he should work for them, but Asari Dokubo was there for about 5 years to 6 years. And in this period of time, you see the deaths, the killings, scores in the bush, so on and so forth. Secondly, there are so many people you think they are fighting for Biafra. They call them ESN, they call them commander. Listen, they are fighting for the government. Okay, I don't come out to make videos like this. I don't come out to say things like this, but, it is time for us to call a spade a spade. There is nothing like insecurity that the government are not controlling. Now, for them to send Turkish mercenaries in response to United States government, response to fighting insurgency in the north, the banditry caused by Fulani militia, these are Islamic extremists. So, in retaliation, Tinubu has been pushed to collaborate with Turkey on insecurity. And people were thinking that Turkey is going to come and fight Boko Haram on. No. As I speak to you now, there is a clear plan that has been written down. They are going to warm up insecurity in the southeast. They will make sure that unrest in the southeast will increase to justify that Insecurity is not only in the northern Nigeria, so why should America focus in the north? Then they are going to send Turkey to the southeast. The game plan is ongoing and people are funded for it, okay? I always tell you things before it comes. If you understand access to information, if you have access to information in Nigeria, you will understand the insecurity pattern in Nigeria. You understand how do people sit down and make sure they just, increase the insecurity. First of all, they generate more revenue to themselves when they increase insecurity. Forget what they are telling you, even though they tell you they are losing money. Once there is insecurity, unrest, the government get more money into their pocket. Okay. Then secondly, there is a game plan. All these things are plans to make sure that Nigeria will remain one. Yes. So this insecurity is going to come to the southeast. So I want people to understand this and remove your hands from anything you are saying, fight. And that is why, you see, if people want to protest that they said they are sitting at home, for me, I am not against or I am not, pushing that people should sit at home. No. So I want people to do what you like. As far as it did not disturb your neighbor, as far as it's not against the law, sitting in your house, if nobody is forcing you to sit in your home, is not against the law. According to the Commissioner of Police in Anambra State, I can't go to your house and bring you out. It will infringe your fundamental human right. This is a simple term that people should understand. And I can't tell people to sit at home. It's what you want to do. Like, this is your fundamental human right. It is your right to do that. It's like...
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
When we were doing that end bad governance protest that time, even though it was our right, but police leverage that, these people are outside, let us shoot, let us arrest them. They leverage on their single outside to kill you. Okay? So I believe the reason why sit at home pays them a lot is not because of economic loss. No. At all. It's not because of economic loss. It is paining them because we can't lay hands on these people. Imagine how many people they killed in the southeast who were waving flag, protesting, open fire on them. So they are not seeing people they are killing any longer. That is what is paining them, not they sit at home. Okay? So I am not pushing for anybody to sit at home, and I am not saying people should not sit at home. So you do what is in your mind. That is the position of the law. So that is our part. What I'm trying to say is that people should desist to, anything that will lead to fight, anything that will lead to shootings, anything that will lead to unrest in the southeast, desist from it. If anybody comes out today to tell you that if this thing did not happen, we are going to do this, at this moment, peace is a strategy of war now. Peace is a strategy of war because the plan of these people is not good at all. It's not good at all. Turkish mercenaries are already in Nigeria. Kaduna Abuja Road is where they are working, down to southern Kaduna. And let me tell you the truth. This area they are working, the bandits, the terrorists have made it a safe haven. I want you to go and verify what I'm saying. Turkish mercenaries are already in Nigeria, okay? Now, if where they are working, the bandits are keeping ammunition in this route, like, it means these people are collaborating, and you want to send them down to the southeast. This is a clear and, this is a planned trap. And when they come to the south, imagine what Asari Dokubo, have been saying since that a lot of scores, people they killed, in these 6 years. They come online to say something like this, and nobody asks them, why did you kill these people? Are you police? And that's we say that he helped the military, he helped the police. Help them to do what exactly? Help them to do what exactly? This security, many people you think they are fighting for you are being paid by the governors in the southeast. The day you will understand what I'm saying, your eye will open. Many people you think they are fighting for you are being paid by the governors in the southeast. So people should be very careful. At this moment in time, be strategic, be peaceful, and make sure that you do not draw. Next situation, I know they are going to provoke situations that will lead to sending this Turkish mercenaries because this is their plan. They are going to do it. So they will keep on provoking. And that is why I'm even asking, why the sudden move by Soludo? Just a sudden move by Soludo about the sit at home, about Onitsha market, about this, about that. Like, why the sudden move at this period these people are planning to bring the Turkish mercenaries to the southeast? So why the sudden move? I made a video 2 weeks ago If you remember the video I made, type I remember. I said the wave of insecurity is going to start again in the southeast, but it is going to start from Abia State. That it will be politics of insecurity. I made that statement. Okay, I made that.
I like the question Okocha is asking. Why this sudden move of Soludo? Just like I told you, Soludo have the program of Fulani with him. The reason why Soludo was the first person that made the move to go and see him as Nnamdi Kanu and made all those rhetorical move that, hey, give him to him, me, I will protect him and all that, free him. It was all a show. I'm going to play you a video where he was talking about it. I'm going to debunk him tonight. So every plan of the caliphate, Soludo have the master plan with him. So all these things you see Soludo doing, Soludo is working with the template of Fulani. The full, complete template of Fulani. That's what Soludo is working with. So Soludo is even worse than Hope Uzodinma. Yes. So Soludo is worse than Hope Uzodinma. Because Hope is a criminal, a common criminal that they use as a tout. But Soludo is an intellectual person that they want to use to cement all their plan. For Hope Uzodinma is doing what he's doing because he's a criminal. If he doesn't do it, there's no other way he will survive. But Soludo can survive, even though. So that's why they have, with all what they have promised him, despite the fact that Soludo knows very well. You think Soludo doesn't know that when people sit at home, that it is their right, that he has no right to force them? You think Soludo is daft? He's not daft. He's an educated person. He's a professor. So he knows what he's doing. So Soludo is being used completely. Soludo is being used to carry out this thing. And any genocide the terrorist North brings to Biafra land, Soludo is involved. This recruiting of Bianca, it's not by accident. Soludo is aware. Hello, my brother. You are alive, oh?
Yeah, Mazi. I this thing. I need to Mazi, do you know the reason why Soludo is doing what he's doing now?
Tell me.
Now, listen to me now. Fulani want to bring what they did 1967, economic sabotage.
Okay.
Now, therefore, listen. On the German market is the heart of Igbo.
The heart of West Africa. West Africa.
Coming to the West Africa. On the German market is the highest market in West Africa.
Yes.
On the market is where the billionaires in Igbo land have shop.
Yes.
Now, what they wanted to do now, because they have seen that all our market in the Yoruba land, they have burned it down, burned one in the north down. Now, our people are running back home. Now they tell Soludo to go and destroy Onitsha main market. As well, Biafra, if you allow this thing to happen, that is the end of the whole Igbo people. Onitsha market is the heart of Igbos. Onitsha market is the junction that connects every place in the Biafra land. Ever since Nigeria have been started existing, no governor in Southeast have made this type of comment Soludo make.
No, none.
But what I'm trying to let you know now, Biafra, don't be surprised that tomorrow Soludo will carry bulldozer to go and destroy Onitsha market. I'm telling you the truth. Because Soludo is not an Igbo man. Soludo will carry bulldozer to go and destroy Onitsha market. You will see it happen. If you let him, he will do it. I swear to you. Because what they want is to crush the economic sabotage, because they have looked around everywhere. They cannot do what they did 1967. So all they do now is to destroy every Igbo business. Now they have chased us to come to our own land. And Anambra State. No. They have found out to come to. Where are we going to run again? Where are we going to run again? No. We must fight back. Whatever he's going to take, let him take. Whatever, because I swear, if Onitsha market fall, that is the end of Igbo. Whether you like it or not, if Onitsha market fall, that is the end. Even I'm even happy now to say they never put fire there. Fulani never put fire in that Onitsha market. I'm telling you the truth. But must make with the list. I just want to drop this thing. Thank you.
Very important. You see, I'm telling you people that Soludo, he knows what he's doing. He is playing his card that they gave to him perfectly the way they want him to play it. He's playing it perfectly the way has he talk about the card, corner where. And in the Ozia until because we must not be seen to be the one suggesting to the homeland of what to do. Soludo is in the homeland. Let the homeland deal with it. Then deal with it. Because this is not a joke. Soludo is working exactly for Fulani. And that's why you see him. He makes sure that Bianco No is there. Tell me, what is that position of Bianco No? How important is it? Bianco No is not the Minister of Foreign Affairs. She is the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. So they don't make her handbag of the presidency on her back. You have now sort of her DNA, and I shoot to see her in a ego. If I blame about in the Biafra, I say Hagani Niru, Toludo is there. She's not the main Minister of Foreign Affairs. She's just the Minister of State, Abuja. She's the Minister of Abuja, Foreign Affairs. Do you understand? So, is it not time for us to know that these people, we need to define what they are to us and apportion them where they should stay, instead of allowing them to mess us up.
Video. But little did I know that these people are planning ahead of, what I even know. These people are planning ahead of. This one is not even about election period. It is starting now. It is starting now. So I want people to be wise. I want people to open their eyes. Peace at this moment is better. Be strategic, and you see the reason why I am not against, and I don't tell people to sit at home. Sit at home did not disturb anybody. Sit at home, it doesn't cause insecurity. Sit at home does not do anything wrong to anybody. It is you sitting at home is your right. It is better than you come out in the street. They start shooting you. They start killing you, and so on and so forth. Okay? It is better than, as far as you are not forcing people to sit at home. For me, I do not see anything that is wrong with it. But don't force people to sit at home. Because anytime you try to force people to sit at home, remember what I'm telling you, there is a plan unrest. A plan insecurity unrest. When Hope Uzodinma was saying that they are the one causing the insecurity in the Southeast, that it is political insecurity, that the politicians are sponsoring these stuff. Because of people are not happy with Hope Uzodinma, people did not take his word serious. No, you've got to take his word serious. When Hope Uzodinma tell you that this is security in the Southeast is not hip-hop, it is politics of insecurity. Don't you think that this man is playing? No. He's not playing. He meant everywhere he say he mean it. And what pains me most is that I know, this is not I hear. I, Okojabi myself, know so many people that Fox thinks that these people are freedom fighters. They are fighting for us, they are agitating, but they are on a payroll of the government. They are on a payroll of the state government. This election period, we see how they will still release their voice, enter so many places to do what they want to do. Like, come on, people should be wise about this. People should be very, very wise. This is all about politics of insecurity. And I'm sorry to say this, Nnamdi Kanu is a victim. Nnamdi Kanu is a victim. If Nigeria is a real place, insecurity will never be in the southeast. If Nigeria is a real place, Boko Haram will never be. These are government-sponsored insecurity. ISWAP will never be. These are government-sponsored insecurity. So forget about the vigilante group. Everybody can form vigilante group. Today, everybody have boys, in the bush and so on and so forth. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu, had a vigilante group in response to the influence of Fulani groups who were in the southeast then killing, like what happened in Ebonyi State day before yesterday, cutting people's neck and killing people by the jihadists. They are still there. So that was the response, forming a vigilante group then. So people now leverage, like what I'm telling you now, they leverage on what Nnamdi Kanu did. They now send Asari Dokubo boys, they did the Bubago. Go and read Amnesty International report now and see how these people kill innocent people. And they blame it on IPOB. They blame it on the indigenous people of Biafra. And they were able to control the media. They were able to control the narrative in the media that this is it, that they did it. And after how many years, we are still zero. Talking about unrest in the southeast? No, the government must stop this. And for us to checkmate the activities of the government-sponsored insecurity in the southeast, people should maintain decorum, like be careful. Be careful. Don't do anything violence, like be at peace and watch out how they will feel. Be at peace and watch out how these people will feel. Their plan is going to fail if there is no reaction, if there is no challenge to what the government are going to do. They are going to do many things silly. So Ludo might wake up like what he said. Don't think.
Now, and I think there's wisdom in what my brother Happy Marcel Okocha is saying. Exactly what Gentle the Yahoo was saying in his last outing, where he's calling brethren together, saying, let us unite, let's be together. You may hate me, you may not like me, you have heard so many things about me, you don't even, you have not proved it. All those things they told you was a lie. They brought a video and said, I'm the one that did this, I shot it, it's a lie. So forget it, and then let's unite, let's be together. So because when we are together, these boys will know how to secure our territories. When we are together, then we'll support these boys and give them what they need. When these God-forsaken, condemned evil demons come to our land, they will know how to confront them. It will now be between them and them. So they're not going to come and begin to take the lives of innocent people anymore. But for right now, we need to come to terms of uniting to support this man, because what took place in Ebonyi State that Marcel Okocha is talking about, I saw that video. People were headless bodies on the floor, both girls and boys. They're just chopping people off in Biafra land. Tell me, why shouldn't we be together and then equip these boys that will stop these bloodbaths in our land, so that they will confront them when they come. Then within us, we'll go about our business. And then Soludo, voices must rise up against Soludo. Voices must rise up against Soludo. Resistance must be there against Soludo. Because if you do not resist Soludo, we are done for. Believe me. Let me allow Okocha to round up.
He's playing, Soludo is just acting on script. He might wake up and go and demolish on the Chame market.
You see, Soludo is acting on script. He might wake up and go and demolish on the Chame market, which is true.
Unrest in the southeast? No, the government must stop this. And for us to checkmate the activities of the government-sponsored insecurity in the southeast, people should maintain decorum, like be careful. Be careful. Don't do anything violence, like be at peace and watch out how they will feel. Be at peace and watch out how these people will feel. Their plan is going to fail if there is no reaction, if there is no challenge to what the government are going to do. They are going to do many things silly. Soludo might wake up like what he said. Don't think he's playing, Soludo is just acting on script. He might wake up and go and demolish on the Chame market. Unfortunately, Onitsha main market is one of the only thing remaining in the southeast that generates money. That is the pride of the southeast. Major infrastructure and projects, federal government refused to bring it. They refuse to bring so many things. So people should not think that what is going on in the southeast is just people's oriented force or insecurity. No, this is a government playbook, the script, and everything they are trying to do. And if people can understand this thing that I'm saying, I think they will overcome this plan. Because any unrest you will see in the southeast from now till March, be rest assured that the Turkish mercenaries, who will be sponsored by the Turkish government, will be in the southeast, and anything could go wrong as far as I'm concerned, because they don't have good intention for you. This is all I have to say.
Thank you very much. And let's look at this this bastard idiot that calls himself so
at home.
Come and hear him. You just see him. There's no, you won't even make any. I'm asking myself, how does he even make sense? How does Soludo make sense out of these things he's saying? How does he even make sense out of it? Come and hear him. Oh. Come and hear the godforsaken one bath. One bath for Ghana, one bath. Listen to him.
But anybody who sit at home, but an enemy in the Igbo. After I visited Nnamdi Kanu.
Now, anybody who sit at home, but an enemy in the Igbo. The question to this bastard is, what brought about sit at home? Can you bring about sit at home? Obruna Nigeria aga kidnap or Nnamdi Kanu. Would there be anything like sit at home? Eh? Anybody who sit at home, but enemy in the Igbo. So that means anybody who freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, but enemy in the Igbo. That's what he's saying. That's what this evil man is saying.
Enemy in the Igbo. After I visited Nnamdi Kanu and I accosted him with the fact that some criminals were enforcing this sit at home.
You hear it? He said he accosted Nnamdi Kanu and he told him that some criminals are enforcing sit at home. And now this issue now of him locking the market, is it about enforcing sit at home? Eh? The answer is no. Is there anybody they see enforcing sit at home anywhere? The answer is no. It has become very obviously clear that people are sitting at home by their own volition, on their own. Because if anybody is causing sit at home, because they first of all accuse our prime minister of being the one responsible for sit at home. And eventually, they succeeded in convincing Finland to obey Nigeria by kidnapping our prime minister, by arresting our prime minister. And today, our prime minister have not been talking anymore. Yet, Biafrans are sitting at home. So the subject of enforcing the sit at home have now disappeared because nobody was actually enforcing sit at home. Remember, they were creating videos and making videos of people that were enforcing, which eventually now happened to be their own people. Because while they were doing those videos, our prime minister was exposing them. Some of them were wearing uniform, enforcing sit at home, shooting guns, destroying people's businesses. Now, for you to know that they are all the same people, those that enforce the sit at home are their own people. Soludo himself, who was telling people that his interest was for the people to do business, now he's the one now locking up the business of the people. Okay, you are against it at home, but now you have locked up the business of Biafrans. Eh? You see him? So where are the people enforcing the sit at home? Where are they? Who are they? Bastards.
We are enforcing this sit at home in his name. Anybody or harm anybody or not an abomination.
You see, Also, Nnamdi Kanu say, and anybody Jerry mad. Nnamdi Kanu did not tell him anybody sit at home. It's an abomination. Of course, you can hear. He didn't even say that. Nnamdi Kanu did not tell you, oh, you're going to sit at home, but an abomination. Because Nnamdi Kanu knew that the sit at home was release mass in Nnamdi Kanu and the sit at home will stop. This bastard now, they put that, oh, you're going to get momenka. Because Mass Nnamdi Kanu have always been against Igbo murder. Mass Simon Ekpa have always been against Igbo murder. Biafran government have always been against Igbo Onyobona.
At home. In his name. Osemna, anybody jelly boom madam or mem or harm anybody or not an abomination. I'm quoting him because he told me, I'm the governor.
Shut up your mouth. Shut up your gutter. You are quoting him. What was the request for that made them sit at home? Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now you are quoting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is still in the detention of the DSS, who eventually was now condemned illegally. And you have not said anything about that illegal condemnation or illegal conviction. He was convicted and sentenced to prison. You see this man? I don't know the people listening to this man. When this man carried this microphone, they talk. I don't know why somebody no carry stone him, make him keep quiet. Because this Nnamdi Kanu in question has been sentenced by the Nigerian government without law. Without law. And here you are saying, he told you. He told you what? He told you what? The man was just sentenced without any law. And you're here telling us he told you. You see him? And people are actually listening to him. And they're not doing something to him. Look at it. The mouth is he told me.
I'm quoting him because he told me, I'm the governor, the first governor ever to go to see him.
So, go first governor ever to go to see him. What was the result of you going to see him? So you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is important. That's why you are the first governor to go and see him. As important as it was, that's why you are quoting him. He told you very soon. He told you. You are the first governor that want to see him. Now, what is the outcome of the scene you went to see him? What's the outcome? What is the result? Keife putara nia? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kanokodia. In fact, the worst mezil na abe akpuri aga Sokoto. Ebe ndi terrorist you know. If I Anedo.
This annual fair is telling us what he visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is it 2021?
Yeah.
But now, the zoo has sentenced our leader.
Yes.
The governor of Abia State went to Sokoto, went to
Sultan of
Sokoto. Carry many people. Go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, governor of Abia State. I'm asking this idiot that look like cockroach. Now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now is in the Sokoto, and then everybody can go and visit him.
Yes.
Let him return back and go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and let him tell him that he shot Onitsha market down because of sit at home. Yeah, that people are forced to sit at home. Because of that, he shot Onitsha market down. And this idiot never tell us what did he discuss with our leader about his release. The only thing that he's telling us now that he's quoting our leader. He's quoting. And there's no any witness that follow this idiot and go and see our leader.
No single witness. None.
Nobody.
None.
But governor of Okena, Mazi, every Monday, Abia State they are doing sit at home. Do you know that? Did the governor Oti stop them?
At all.
The sit at home they are doing in Abia State. Does it stop Governor Oti not to do?
I said the Abia State own. The Abia State own is complete dry. Everywhere is locked on that Monday. Ariaba is locked down.
Let's imagine this idiot you see here. He did not see anywhere again he can generate money. First of all, he went to the native doctors, taxed everybody 50,000. He taxed everybody 50,000. Now this idiot will go back again to our mothers that are selling pancanel in the market. For them to pay his money to shut their market down. Because there are no any investors in Anambra State. Can you mention one? No any foreign investors in Anambra State. Every company in Anambra State today is opened by Nnewi people.
Yes.
People where they have a right and everything. As individual that opened that company, not government. So now tell me, and this man said that, okay, Mazi, he said that every day they generate 8 million. You know what he said? Then times, okay, now you want to short market for 1 week. Now this idiot, how much that this idiot is losing to recover 8 million?
8 million or 8 billion.
Whether not 8 billion or 8 billion.
Or 80 million, maybe 80 million.
Okay, times 80 billion times 5 or 6. You know how much it is? Because of 8 billion, he lose almost how much? Almost 48 billion. And this is idiot that say he did the economics. Economics. Did you listen to Atweze interview about this idiot?
No.
Atweze said they're supposed to revoke his certificate. That he's very stupid. Atweze, that is what he said about this idiot he has seen here. So let us be watching and see the way it's going to flow. Thank you, Mazi.
Well, thank you for calling. Thank you. Now let me hear what he eventually said.
I visited him in May. In July, he instructed his lawyer in his own handwriting. Now, if I was at this seat at home, I can't drop here.
So the reason you visited Nnamdi Kanu, this guy is a bastard. So the only reason you visited Nnamdi Kanu was because of sit at home, not for him to be released. And the sit at home is for Nnamdi Kanu release. So you left everything you would do. You just went to Nnamdi Kanu to get permission from him to cancel sit at home. But Nnamdi Kanu have to remain there. Because you are not now telling the people, after I visited Nnamdi Kanu, then the government, I put pressure on them, and I did this, I did that. Nothing. But you're here telling us, you visited him. He wrote, this was the time they were using Aloy Ejimako. And that's why he's quoting all these things.
Nnamdi Kanu hereby ends once and for all and finally all sit at home, including the Monday sit at home and any other proposed sit at home presently in process.
You see, this is when Aloy Ejimako was smoking something that we could not explain. He was smoking something that the governors gave to him. This was when Aloy Ejimako was locked up inside the governor of Enugu's office. Do you know that? Meanwhile, do you know that the governor of Enugu is now inviting in that Agboron Lagos? Oluomo, Agboron Lagos. Can they invite his Enugu now? How can I take his over Enugu? This is when they lock this man. They lock him inside one room, with white paint, and told him, Oya, Oya, read it. Back Aloy Ejimako, back I not be idiot. Back Aloy Ejimako boys be idiot. Where I go, here they go. I go, yeah, the sit at home is hereby cancelled. I go tell you, but say, elebe Nnamdi Kanu no. Go, just stop sit at home. But boy na Nnamdi Kanu. Boy na give us Nnamdi Kanu so that go to work on Monday and stop the sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu, they didn't give us. Biafra, they didn't give us. On top of it, they plan with Nigeria and Finland, arrested Simon Ekpa. God punish all of you. God punish all of you. Dara.
This public announcement, as written, bears the unedited verbatim instructions containing a direct order personally issued by Nnamdi Kanu in his own handwriting on 24th July in the year of our Lord 2023.
These people are so mad. They made sure they said Nnamdi Kanu in his own handwriting. So his handwriting was very important. They needed it. Not for him to be free, not for Biafrans to be free, but just for Biafrans to sit at home. But why are Biafrans sitting at home? For Nnamdi Kanu freedom. But at the same time, Nnamdi Kanu, you needed his handwritten letter to cancel the protest that Biafrans are making for him to be free. God punish all of you.
Through my humble self to Mazi Simon Ekpa, instructing him to, quote, desist from calling for any sit at home henceforth.
Because he knows that it is harmful to our people.
So, you see that Soludo himself is now doing, it is Soludo office that did this cut and join. If you people allow Soludo to mess you up with this is propaganda, somebody should already be removing his cap, another person remove his eyeglasses, another person remove his clothes, another person leave him with his bosses. Let him run out of our car with his bosses alone. Soludo come to Onitsha again. Ofonya napi okpu. Onye ọzọ anapi eyeglass ya. Onye ọzọ yipi efe ya. Ndị ọzọ yipi akpụkwụ. Hapụ na ọgbara ọtọ na-agba gị ọka. Ka ọka ya aka na onye ara dịka gị.
When he said so, when Allah Ejimako issued that statement, Otu Simon Ekpa came out and countered him.
Ọnụ ahụ ji mepe ọnụ kwuo Simon Ekpa, ọnụ ahụ nje ga-aba gị n'ọnụ a. Ọnụ iji kpọọ Simon Ekpa, nje ga-aba gị n'ọnụ ahụ nwụnyụ anya. Ozu.
And they kept enforcing it.
They kept enforcing
it. Meanwhile, you are far away there. He cannot know. Now his own village, the Ebonyi State, I didn't mess it at home.
Obasagi. His own village, market I don't have village here. So I name a bog town or gata Nigeria now. I ban me. A man a village, I call Basapan. Think I have Basa so much. So a bog and water Nigeria can name me. Zombie the kagi. I go forget one baffle. I got free him on Wogi.
Why Onisha? Why in Newu? I said it yesterday and I meant it. That anybody in Ekwoku sit at home, bo an enemy in the Igbo. Enemy in the Igbo. And then enemy a fan on Imofia.
So, onye na oppose the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu abụrụzie enemy ndị ebe. Onye na make effort for Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Ọ bụrụzie enemy ndị ebe. Akwa ịkwụsịrị the sit at home, imechiri afịa. Ị na-egwukwa video. Ka ha na-agụ. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Holy, 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 holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Gosigodi me onye guru Soludo is another savior. Akwa ị na-eme no save ka ị na-save ha. Kpenta gbagbukwa gị there.
O mee kidnapping ọ bụla ego ndị Igbo.
It is only this man, only Soludo in the whole of Nigeria. Only Soludo is the one that come out and say 99.9999% of those doing kidnapping. He said 99.99999% of those doing kidnapping in Igbo land that they are Igbos. Somebody should show Soludo the videos from Ebonyi. Show him those videos. So it is all the Igbo that chop off their fellow Igbo people's head in Ebonyi. The Igbo. Soludo, this man said it. Even Hausa people were ashamed of him. Hausa people, Fulani people that know what Fulani headsmen do, they were ashamed of Soludo because they know that it is Fulani terrorists that are murdering people, that are kidnapping people. They know. But Soludo didn't even give he didn't even give 2% to Fulani terrorists. He said 99.9999% are Igbos. That means he's a terrorist. If it is 99.99999, that means even him, Soludo, and his family, they are not spared. They are also kidnappers. If everybody, 99.999%, that are doing the bad thing in Biafra land, that they are Igbos, is this bastard man. Just because Soludo want to become a political criminal of Nigeria, he will support Nigeria to wipe out everyone in Igbo land. He doesn't care. Tell me, on that day these boys were protesting, on that Tuesday that they went to open their market and they refused them and they were protesting, had it been those army people were now shooting gun at those Biafrans, how would Soludo feel? Had it been in Damia, Mbwewe, wherever now about all those boys, Soludo, at the end of the day, you will now say it is 99.999% of Biafrans that are shooting Biafrans. Soludo, God will punish you. God will punish you now and forever.
Yes, sir. I don't know. Ndị Igbo maala ife. Ndị Igbo megede maala ife.
See, I see him. You see this man, Soludo, Soludo, very evil, useless man. I don't know what else. There's this video. Let me bring us this video there. Wow, I love what this man said here. I want us to listen to this man who was talking about all these governors. Let's listen to him. Join me and listen to this man who actually addressed these shameless governors. Listen to him.
Ati na ma chọrọ ikwu okwu. Mana lote na ife mele ede ji wee be nwe. Ọ gịnị ka na-ekwu maka Soludo amaro na olugo gị. Nke bịa lụnyebezie ndị Ọnịcha aka n'anya. Because aka ka na-alụnye ndị Ọnịcha, anyị nwa bụ ụmụ eze Chima. Ịchọ ka ịmara ife anyị ga-eme Soludo. It's really a pity. N'oge ndị traditional rulers ndị igwe nwe power agago. Ọ bụrụ abụ ife a na-ekwu n'ife ọbụla nwe advantage nwe disadvantage. Soludo ọ bụrụ oge ndị igwe nwe power, anyị na-adị enwe ndị igwe pino. Ndị igwe na-amara aga ọfọ, na-amara aga ọjị ụtụtụ. Soludo te ga-achụpụ gị n'ọkwa. Soludo achụpụ gị n'ọkwa, te ga-achụpụ gị n'ọkwa. But ọ dị mwute na ndị a niile anyị nyere ọchịchị ka fa nọchite anya anyị. O nwere oke nwoke zuru n'ime fa. Because na nkịta nwaanyị na-enye ndị na-ata akwa nke nwoke na-azụ na-ata ọkpụkpụ. Soludo na-egi na ọjị ụzọ kalụ. Na-ehopu ụzọ dị mma. Na-edevu maghị nke dị ka a weightlifter jelu nga. Na-ejerochasị Okorocha o mechasị na ọ bụ pastọ. Tọnda ndị pastọ ga-agbagbu ya. Ọ bụla ndị mmadụ unu gbukọba na run n'isi. Soludo gị na campaign for second re-election. Sit at home or the on. Why ni kwuru osisi na ị ga-akwụsị sit at home. Soludo ịgbagokwa ịgbago second term. Ndị ori niile nọ n'ime ọfịa ihe ala ikpote wee mee campaign. Setụkwa afọ ahụ ma edi anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo ka ndị bandit. Because anyị ma If you second time, if you know which one in the Soludo now. Because the way you are Anambra State, you cannot go to you will not allow because all the government in on here. You get what the police army in your timetable, let I get in a room. Madu challenge kwa gisiki jeme DNA no muga bronkegi. Aina che the result mweriki weputia. A trader we shade in Onitsha. Okay, sorry, you make shade your force. But if you not plan with strategy, go webu na ndi IPOB na ebusi sindi we took in all just Kanu si we kuya Kalo si we kuya.
Exactly.
But oyobu na balloon kitty, no action, no reaction from anywhere.
Exactly.
You went any for mandate. Soludo imetego kwanu mem. Soludo imetego mem. Onwe kana po mem. So
look, the way this man is speaking is the way every Biafran must confront Soludo. We must make him useless. Very useless. So that at the end of the day, he will know that the voice of the people is the voice of God. Soludo must be put out of office. He must leave the office out of disgrace. Look, we must make sure Soludo is fully disgraced out of office. So that those that even employed him will now be telling him, even though you want to please us, you would have at least listened to your people small. Because them that sent you, you think they don't know that the people have a say? If you say there is a democracy, go and find out the meaning of democracy. It is government of the people, by the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Of the people, by the people, for the people. Now you are removing the people. Not to be you, Soludo. This man is speaking. And every Biafran must speak like this man. Because he's giving Soludo hot.
But I have a balloon kitty, no action, no reaction from anywhere. He went any for mandate. Soludo imetego kwanu mem. Soludo imetego mem. Onwe kana po mem. Soludo imetego mem. Mem geso kwanu gi. Because abu no nwanye ozo. Kana udi ntu ana akpọ nwa gị n'ike na London. Nwa ga na akpọfa ike tego law. Onye ọbụla nwa ya na-akpọ tu n'obodo ebe anatakwa na Igbo.
Okay.
Nwa gị na-akpọ na London. Idibi na-akpọ glamour. Nke na ofia. Ị na-akpọ ya ka ịkpọgbuo Soludo. Anyị makwa n'ife taa na isi.
Chineke Nnamdi. So Soludo self na homo. Oh my God, this man da. Hey! What did he call the man? He said, the man said, if Soludo Pikin, then the Nyansham from back for London. Soludo got the one when he said the Nyash for here. Listen to him. He said, he called the name of the person. He said, I say, now another person Pikin, then the Nyash from London. Say Soludo for don't put law. Anybody with the Nyash, she's waiting, they will take hold on. But now because of Soludo Pikin, then the Nyash for London, Soludo don't fit put law.
Because abu no nwanye ozo. Kana udi ntu ana akpọ nwa gị n'ike na London.
Hey.
Nwa ga na akpọfa ike tego law.
Hey.
Onye ọbụla nwa ya na-akpọ tu n'obodo ebe anatakwa na Igbo.
Hey.
Nwa gị na-akpọ na London. Idibi na-akpọ glamour.
He said, you get the one with the who be glamour. Who knows? Who is this glamour this man is talking about? He said there is glamour. The person that Soludo is nyanshin, the name of the man na glamour. Who is this glamour that Soludo is nyanshin? Chineke Nnamdi. So Soludo is okwa bantu. Hey, abakwa mwaku. How this man kuye? Asini na bantu glamour. Chineke Nnamdi. I don't know say this man talk like this, so I never listen to this thing. Soludo na bantu glamour. Oh, glamorize Soludo.
Nwa ga na akpọfa ike tego law. Onye ọbụla nwa ya na-akpọ tu n'obodo ebe anatakwa na Igbo. Nwa gị na-akpọ na London. Idibiri na akpọ glamour. Nke Nofia. Ina akpọ ya ka ikpọgbuo Soludo.
Glamour nke Nofia. Say the glamour is from Nofia. The name of the village of the glamour is Nofia. Soludo want to use his Odudu Gaga. Soludo want to use his Odudu Gaga to finish the glamour. Chiona akpọ ya ka okpogbuo. Hell!
Akpọ na London. Idibiri na akpọ glamour. Nke Nofia. Ina akpọ ya ka ikpọgbuo Soludo.
Chineke nna m.
Anyị makwa n'ife taa na isi. Ama anwụ isi na nke bụ anwụnta. Soludo nwekwanụ ndidi ka ofe lọrọ arụzuo gị. Because ife a na-eme n'ala Igbo, ndị ọha na eze bidoro ya. Ndị ọha na eze, enu onye otu paka nọ nga na London. Soludo ichekikwa your popularity na Nnewi. Ịbịa chọọchị nọ n'iru oche. Onye nwe anya furi onye nọ n'oche azụ ya bụ Peter Obi. Anaghị ezibiko ozugozie na ise oke. Soludo nwere shame.
No shame.
Akwụkwọ niile gụ na n'iyi.
Na n'iyi.
Antu a na-akpọ gị n'ike ka iji wee kpọtịfe ịkpọ. Ọ bụ na ị bụ prọfesọ, gwa how many books ị dego.
This man is taking it personal. Oh. He say na the nyash wey the nyash Soludo na mbe na he say Soludo no book. Say na nyash the nyash am take pass. Chineke nnamle.
Ịbịa chọọchị nọ n'iru oche. Onye nwe anya furi onye nọ n'oche azụ ya bụ Peter Obi.
He will Peter Obi come church. In the front, Peter Obi dey back. Now Peter Obi, now everybody they greet. They say, don't do it. Because don't greet Peter Obi again because governor dey there. Hey!
Anaghị ezibiko ozugozie na ise oke. Soludo nwere shame. Akwụkwọ niile gụ na n'iyi.
Hey! All the school you went to, they are all in vain.
Antu a na-akpọ gị n'ike ka iji wee kpọtịfe ịkpọ. Ọ bụ na ị bụ prọfesọ, gwa how many books ị dego.
He say na the nyash wey the nyash you. Now you take become professor. Now you take qualify. If you be really professor, how many books you don't write? Because if you see professors, then they write book. You know how many book Professor Wolekson can write? You know how many book Professor Tuna Chebe write? Professor, they write books. Even those who not be professor, when they be doctor, read doctor, not be nurse Lisa, read doctor. Then they write books. How many books you don't write? Now the man they ask Soludo. Hey, now this man take this thing personal. Chineke nnamle.
Shame. Akwụkwọ niile gụ na n'iyi. Antu a na-akpọ gị n'ike ka iji wee kpọtịfe ịkpọ. Ọ bụ na ị bụ prọfesọ, gwa how many books ị dego. Soludo ife na-emegbukwa gị. Ajọ ụzọ Kalụ na-agwazi gị ife ị ga-eme. Onye ga-ebeli ya na-eme bụ nke a na-azọ onwe Benjamin. Benjamin, nkala buru ụzọ ọdịda ekpele azụ. Nọmba 6 man. Ibuzie nọmba 1 ime gịnị? Iwe trela na-adị ndị mmadụ. Otolo gbagbuchakwa unu ncha niile. Ọnwụ na-enwere nwanne gbuchikwa unu ncha niile. Aka na abọ ga-ebi unu naanị. Soludo ichisi anyị ga-apụ. Ajọ ụzọ Kalụ.
I want to make this man pray this prayer again. And after the prayer, I'm not going to write his say put. I beg. They're very important. Pray this prayer with this man.
Onye ga-ebeli ya na-eme bụ nke a na-azọ onwe Benjamin. Benjamin, nkala buru ụzọ ọdịda ekpele azụ. Nọmba 6 man. Ibuzie nọmba 1 ime gịnị? Iwe trela na-adị ndị mmadụ. Otolo gbagbuchakwa unu ncha niile. Ọnwụ na-enwere nwanne gbuchikwa unu ncha niile. Aka na abọ ga-ebi unu naanị. Soludo ichisi anyị ga-apụ. Ajọ ụzọ Kalụ, ife na-agba ka Elizan gị na nwanne gị Benjamin for re-election. Alex Otis a giant killer. O nwere ife ga-emenụ. Odogwu ka ọ bụ. Alex Otis, odogwu ka ọ bụ. O nwere ife ọ ga-eme, o nwere ife unu oke ga-eme akparaj. You guys are not winning any re-election. O nwere bụ na-eje. Unu adago bụ na unu adago. Biko menụ ka ozi alụọ Soludo ntị.
Yes.
Ajọ ụzọ Kalụ, ị ga-ebekwa ka isi ebe ọ dafegharị ebebe. Ọnụ ịdị ka ọ tụ onye ala. Idiot.
This man a bad man no. Osman dey ka ọ tụ onye ala. Hey, Chineke nnamle. Che. This man get bad mouth too. That one I no fit explain am. Maybe I ask people for comment section. He said, all this Okalo mouth resembles something when I don't feel explain. Hey, Chineke Nnamdi. Wait to that last part is with me well.
No nadago. Biko menu kozi alo solu don't. Ojo Okalo, I get bekwa kisi but that fair bebe. Onu idi ka otu onye ala idiot.
Hey, this old man don't give me a headache this night. Oh, Chineke very. The man don't finish them. He finished them, don't be small. Hey, you get one video when they for Facebook. I been watching. May I see whether I go like him. May I see whether I go like that video. Hey, wait. That one won't be like another video when I've been played before, but this one are from Facebook. We could go see him. Get down late. Hey, wait. Hey. Okay. We could watch. We could see. Oh yeah.
Nnamdi Kanu Ekpa. Nnamdi Kanu Ekpa. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Asoroko. Seiti Nibu. Zike Nandokwa. Natasha. Zike Nandokwa. Eso Wike. Zike Nandokwa. Zike Nandokwa. Tinibulo Wia. Zike Nandokwa. Zike Nandokwa. Alex Oti. Kampuru binile umaka Biafra. Sinebere nke ejuka ha zike na ndokwa. Ka ha zike na ndokwa. Amen. N'afa nna na ọra mmụọ nsọ. Amen. Nnamdi Kanu Ekpa. Nnamdi Kanu Ekpa. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Asoroko. Seiti Nibu. Zike na ndokwa. Natasha. Zike na ndokwa. Eso Wike. Zike na ndokwa. Zike na ndokwa. Tinibulo Wia. Zike na ndokwa. Zike na ndokwa. Alex Oti. Kampuru binile umaka Biafra. Sinebere nke ejuka ha zike na ndokwa. Ka ha zike na ndokwa. Amen. N'afa nna na ọra mmụọ nsọ. Amen.
Soludo, why you the chef for Soludo? These people don't forget. Unu go see tie Soludo na the ekpere. Chineke Nnamdi. I say, we don't see everything now. But it can remain. Okay, this guy, yeah. I love there's this guy that did this analysis. I also did expose this thing, but this boy, he's good. This Saddam guy is very good.
I tried to see.
So he did this analysis of Turkey and Nigeria collaboration. Very interesting, quite interesting, and I want you to also hear him. Yeah, because we have also done it before, but let's hear from another person.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to Turkey, and while what I've been making around on the news is his great fall, I tried to see if I can look at it from a very different angle. And I might sound like a conspiracy theorist here right now, but it is me constantly monitoring or following his trajectory in politics and understanding how he plays and how he controls narratives that is making me sound the way I'm sounding right now. If you remember, prior to the 2023 elections, we saw so many videos of him, pictures of him like he was urinating on himself in his body. You could see videos of him shaking, his hands shaking, and like he had tremor or Parkinson. And there was a popular song that came out then, Baba we dey shake, he dey come, he don't come. If you remember that period, right? So all that period just to cast a certain narrative like he was terminally ill, and made some key people in the northern political class feel like this guy time is almost up. So let us follow him, and probably he's going to kaput when he gets to power. And when this man got to power, immediately this man got well. And so for me, I try to see other side of the conversation they do not want Nigerians to see. So when I look at what they are selling us in the headlines, in every story you see out there, there's always other side of the story. So I always try to focus on the other side of the story. And that is where I'm going to with this conversation right now. So let's just briefly watch this interview that aired a few years ago. I am not certain of the year, but I think a few years ago, while Buhari was still in power. So let's just watch this interview, please.
An Egyptian television news program says that Turkey is clearly a terrorist state with a broad reach. It reports that Turkey is supplying weapons to the terrorist group Boko Haram in Nigeria. 10 TV host Nashat Al-Delhi reported on a leak confirming an intercepted phone call from a few years back confirming the action. He reported in part, today's leak confirms without a doubt that Erdogan, his state, his government, and his party are transferring weapons from Turkey to, this is a shock, to where you may ask, to Nigeria. And to whom? To the Boko Haram organization. Well, Raymond Ibrahim, a journalism fellow at the David Horowitz Freedom Center and an expert on the Middle East and Islam, joins us now with more on this. Welcome, Raymond.
Hello, Heather.
Are you surprised by this report? What's your take on it?
No, I'm not surprised. And my take on it is that the actual tape that was made that you referenced and you quoted was made apparently in 2014 or 15. And it was reported widely in certain areas in the U.S. and in the West, not so much, and not much came out of it. And the reason, I think, is because Erdogan wasn't so, didn't have his fingers so much in Islamist politics outside of his own nation. But now that we've seen, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the ISIS Islamic State caliph who was killed recently, and he was found just 3 miles from the Turkish border, which is in fact one of the last, or if not the last bastion of jihadi so-called freedom fighters of attacking the Syrian government. It's brought it up again, the fact that everyone is saying, well, look, he's supporting ISIS. So now we're remembering, and that was, I think, the point of the Egyptian show. We're bringing back to see that there's some continuity here. It's not just right next door to Syria, to Turkey, meaning Syria. He's involved with some of the absolute worst Islamic terror groups. Remember, Boko Haram, which its name loosely means Western education is forbidden, haram, was basically doing what ISIS is notorious for years before ISIS. So the whole, head chopping, crucifying, massacres, enslaving women and children, burning people alive. Boko Haram was doing that. And one of the things that international observers have been noticing, especially increasingly, is that their armaments, their weapons, are very sophisticated. And it's even spilled into the Fulani tribesmen in Nigeria and in other parts in Africa. For example, I'm sure you know Burkina Faso, also in Western Africa, attacks on Christians have become horrific. Just in the last few months, there have been so many killed, and always in the context of checking out if they're wearing crosses, if they can say the Islamic Creed or not, and then being butchered and so forth. And those tribesmen, the Fulani, who are essentially living almost on a primitive scale, appear with very advanced weaponry.
Well, that's really interesting, which would kind of seem to perhaps give more weight to this idea that perhaps Turkey is collaborating with Boko Haram. What would the benefit be to Turkey of collaborating with Boko Haram?
Well, there's several theories. One is Erdogan basically is an ardent Islamist, and he is supporting and behind any Islamist movement in any country. He's the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. He was allied with Qatar of Al Jazeera as his ally. And so you can see him, he's trying to help develop these Islamist groups so they can overthrow more secular states. Though, in fact, in Nigeria, an aside that I think is important, the president himself, Muhammad Buhari of Nigeria, who's Muslim, Nigeria is half Christian, half Muslim, has been accused himself of being behind the so-called genocide, which a lot of international groups have called what's happening to Christians in Nigeria, that he himself is complicit in this armament. So he could very well be an ally of Erdogan and so forth, and it's just some sort of Islamist overall coalition globally.
I want to ask you, the President Trump, of course, met with the President of Turkey yesterday. Do you think he's aware of these kind of ties to terrorism? And what are your thoughts on that meeting yesterday?
Well, in general, I think, what he's aware of is really hard to tell. But I think the meeting in general, Trump and presidents won't necessarily bring up all these things, obviously. So when he met, for example, in Saudi Arabia with the king and so forth, he doesn't really mention human rights abuses and so forth for whatever strategic tactical reasons. So it's really hard to predict, but I think he needs to be aware because Erdogan's really, he's got his fingerprints everywhere now. It's not just Syria, which is very obvious, but now there's older evidence of him involved in Nigeria and also in Turkey itself, the Christian population, the minority there. And remember, Turkey was originally entirely Christian. It was Anatolia. It was actually where St. Paul wrote all his epistles to. They're really being treated badly and discriminated against, and a lot of hate preaching in Turkey is increasingly against Christians and Jews. So definitely Turkey's going down the wrong path with Erdogan, though many Turks themselves remain committed to the Ataturk ideal of secularism.
Well, we are out of time, but Raymond Ibrahim, thank you for your time and your insights here.
Thanks.
All right. This was a CBN news apparently in Trump's first term. That should be probably within 2016 down to 2020. I think that should be when this news came out. And you can see all that was said about the current president of Turkey, Erdogan, and his support and financing of Boko Haram in Nigeria as of then. What caught my fancy and why I had to do this video was when I saw his post yesterday. Let me read it verbatim. He said, "Nigeria is a country of strategic importance with which we maintain close cooperation on many issues concerning the Islamic world, especially Palestine, within the framework of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and the D8. This is the president of Turkey officially addressing the world on the relationship between Nigeria and Turkey. Meanwhile, for those that might be watching this video for the first time, Nigeria is actually a secular state. We are not an Islamic state as was quoted by this man. And he could have addressed Nigeria as having a bilateral relationship with the giants of Africa or find a different term. But going through that Islamic world, that Islamic term shows you the intent of these guys and why they had to come together to have that meeting. But let me now buttress further to bring more light to what I'm trying to say here. When Trump was rumored to have wanted to come to Nigeria to intervene and everything, somebody made a very fair statement and rejected Trump's coming. The man called Sheikh Gumi, if you all remember him. And in the midst of everything, when the whole heat was coming in, Sheikh Gumi disappeared and went to Turkey. And Sheikh Gumi came back from Turkey and he was saying that Nigeria should not collaborate with America. Instead, Nigeria should collaborate with Turkey or Pakistan for security. And few weeks after this statement, Bola Tinubu found himself in Turkey. Nigerians, are people adding one and two together? Or should I say the rest for you guys? Well, what do I know? I'm just a common man.
All right. So I've actually addressed this before. I just wanted I wanted you to know that there are people that are thinking the way we are thinking. So this guy just dropped his own, and I had to also bring it up to you. That is it. And I'm going to end it here because I've actually addressed the topic I have brought out. The reason why I came out today was this. I've saved the video, like I told you people, we'll be using it for our jingle from time to time. This young man is tired, and so will everyone be tired.
I think I've now come to terms with the fact that for us to have proper rapid development in Nigeria, we need to separate, we need to divide. Let the Yoruba man go their way, let the Northerners go their way, let the Easterners go their way. This thing about one Nigeria is definitely not going to work, Chacha. Wallahi. You cannot have South Africans clowning us. You cannot have Ghanaians clowning us. And now you now have Namibians clowning us. One Nigeria is definitely not going to work. You cannot have a simple argument or a debate with anybody from Africa right now and you are able to win. You speak one, they tell you electricity. You speak two, they tell you security. You cannot travel 10 kilometers without writing your will. They speak about bad road. They've gone as low as internet. We need to divide. This thing about one Nigeria is not going to work. Having one person as a president sitting in one place called Aso Rock, deciding the fate of 300 million people, especially when you know these are the least smartest people in the country, it's not going to work. Let us bring some kind of competition within these different regions, instead of having to depend and say everything has to do with the federal government. Ordinary electricity. I was thinking this thing about electricity in Ghana was a joke, but apparently these guys are having the best type of electricity like they were in Europe. In Nigeria, you can't even boast of 24 hours electricity. In year 2026, we need to divide, man. The only war we are winning right now in Nigeria is just jollof rice. And then maybe dirty December, club in alcohol. No, we can do better. This thing about what? Nigeria is 300 million people. When you look at these other countries I'm speaking about, you look at Ghana, they are not even up to 40 million. Namibia, 3 million on a good day. RCCG is bigger than Namibia. The Youth Ministry of Christ Embassy, they are bigger than Namibia. Yeah, these people, they are clowning us every single day. Nigerians cannot win one war. You cannot have a normal debate and say you are going to win. Everybody, they are clowning us. Giant of Africa, my foot. Let everybody go develop their region. Chase the Igbo man from the west. Go chase the Yoruba man from the east and then go back. Everybody go make your region better. Go find the Igbo man in the north. Let everybody, but depending on one president to make these things happen is definitely not going to work. We are too many. We are too populated for this whole one Nigeria affair. It's not going to work. Let us divide. I am tired. I am tired. The bare minimum. We are not even speaking about healthcare. We are not even speaking about child mortality, education. Just the basics we cannot even be proud of. Not one Nigeria, my foot. Everybody go your way. Let's do a referendum. Let the people decide. Nonsense, man. I'm tired.
Tell me what we do, everybody want to kill us. They want to take what belongs to us. Try. We they love our neighbors, so we they love ourselves too. So it is written in the holy book. Try. Na meranyi biko biko kodo onyolu welo kwano aya na meranyi do onyolu welo kwano onyo yo chai chukwu kikele anyị na bogi ya nyela ya. Time is now, we want to go. Remember your promises. Oh, na me oh, onuzo kebiafra me rani onuzo kebiafra me na me rani onuzo kebiafra me rani onuzo kebiafra me. Ndiro maranyi buruburu anachi wepunda anyị n'ike shaka oh they are holding our lead Nnamdi Kanu now is Prime Minister Simon we shall rise and defend our land the land of rising sun is our hope. Yogi bikonu sitende muziki kame iwele
All right. right. Thank you, everyone of you that joined me tonight. Have a wonderful night. Rest. I'll see you all tomorrow. But remember, our PM is very concerned about us, and we need to be concerned about him also. We had a town hall meeting today. Biafrans, you don't need to avoid that town hall. All the people that deceived you before, now you see them, they are coming back gradually. They are eating up their words again. Those that told you Imam Madabo is not important, this is not important, these ones are criminals, they are eating their words again. Return back home. Let's do the needful. PGC, CROC, the only voice that PM have got, return back home. The only Minister of Information that will tell you the truth and listen, and let's do this together. Pastor Van Van Van. Thank you. Thank you, Lolo Ibo writes. Next year, 2027, will be 60 years that this same argument of separation has been going on in Nigeria. We show that Nigeria will never work as a one nation. Never. So that jingle, I'll be using it on my jingle every time. Everybody must be tired. Then Nigeria must end. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night, everyone.